The Sculptor's Funeral by Willa Cather.
La 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 la. Hey, Army man.
Well, looks like the train's gonna be a little late. Do you think it's a snow? Well, I don't know. What do you think?
Well, it's too bad it didn't belong to some lodge or another. I like an order funeral myself. It seems more appropriate for people of a certain reputation.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I'll see you around. Hey boys, gym's as full as a tick as usual. The train's here.
Who here is to retrieve the body of Mr. Harvey Merrick?
We've come to take charge of the body. Mr. Merrick's father is very feeble and cannot be about.
Lend a hand, will ya?
1, 2, 3. Ugh. Whoops. Oh, that always happens.
Are none of Mr. Merrick's brothers here? No, they have not come yet. The family is scattered. The body will be taken directly to the house. If you take the long hill up the road, it'll be easier on the engine. All right, thanks.
We didn't know whether there would be anyone with him or not. It's a long walk, so you'd better go up in the hack.
Thank you, but I think I'll go up with the hearse, if he doesn't mind.
To infinity and beyond!
Oh, winter, we got carried away over on the rooftops to skid man.
My boy! And this is how you've come home to me?
Come, mother. You mustn't go on like this.
So come over, just be patient and don't worry. So come over, just be patient and don't worry.
Take the lid off, Mr. Thompson. Let me see my boy's face. My baby.
Don't take on so.
Our son.
So come over, just be patient and don't worry.
Phelps and the rest are coming back to set up with Harv, ain't they? He was a good boy, Jim. Always a good boy. He was as gentle as a child and the kindest of them all. Only we didn't none of us ever understand him.
Martin! Come here!
Poor old man. I didn't think he had any tears left. Seems as if his eyes would have gone dry long ago. At his age, nothing cuts very deep.
You forgot to make the salad next week, dummy.
Poor Roxy's getting it now. The Merricks took her out of the poorhouse years ago, and if her loyalty would let her, I guess the poor old thing could tell tales that would curdle your blood. She's a mulatto woman who was standing in here a while ago, with her apron to her eyes. The old woman is a fury. There never was anyone like her. She made Harvey's life a hell for him when he lived at home. He was so sick ashamed of it. I never could see how he kept himself sweet. He was wonderful, wonderful, but until tonight, I have never known how wonderful.
That's the eternal wonder of it anyway, that it can come even from such a dung heap as this. I think I'm gonna go get a little air. This room's so close, I'm beginning to feel rather faint.
What do you think, boys? Do you think he had a will?
Right, like he has anything to give anyway. Well, the old man said Harv's done real well lately. I reckon what he means by that is that Harv ain't asked for him to mortgage any more of his farms lately. Well, it seems like my mind don't reach back to a time when Harv wasn't being educated. It's too bad the old man's son didn't turn out better. They never hung together. He spent money enough on Harv to stock a dozen cattle farms, and he might as well poured it into the Sand Creek. If Harvey had stayed home and helped nurse what little they had and gone into stock on the old man's bottom farm, they might have all well been fixed, but the old man had to trust everything to tenants and was cheated right and left.
Harv never was much account for anything practical, and he sure was never fond of work. I mind the last time he was home, the day he left, when the old man was out to the barn helping his hand hitch up to take Harv to the train, and Cal Mooch was patching up the fence. Harv, he came out on the step and sings out in his ladylike voice, Cal Mooch! Cal Mooch! Please come corn my truck!
Just be patient.
That's Harv for you. I can hear him howling yet with his big fella in long pants, and his mother used to well-hide him with a rawhide in the barn for letting the cows get founded in the cornfield when he was driving them home from pasture. He killed a cow of mine that way once, a pure Jersey, and the best milker I had, and the old man had to put up for her. Harv here was watching the sunset across the marshes when the animal got away. Where the old man made his first mistake was sending the boy east to school. There was where he got his head full of nonsense. What Harv needed, of all people, was a course in some first-class Kansas City Business College. Well, I remember what Harvey said to me the day that he died. He said, "It's not a pleasant place to be lying while the world is moving and doing and bettering, but it rather seems as though we ought to come back to the place we came from in the end. The townspeople will come in for a look at me, and after they have had their say, I shan't have much to fear from the judgment of God." I've been with you gentlemen before, when you've sat by the coffins of boys born and raised in this town, and if I remember rightly, you were never too any well satisfied when you checked them up. What's the matter anyhow? Why is it that reputable young men are scarce in this town? Why is it that Reuben Sawyer, the brightest young boy to come from this town, turned up drinking? I'll tell you why. Because you carp away at them just as you've been carping here all night. There was only one boy raised in this god-awful town that didn't come to grief, and you hated Harvey Merrick. Harvey and I went to school together back east. We wanted you all to be proud of us someday, but instead, you pretend to have some sort of respect for me. You'll stand up and throw mud at Harvey Merrick, whose soul you couldn't dirty no matter how hard you tried. You're a discriminating lot of Christians. I want this man to know what he's hearing here tonight is the only tribute any truly great man could have from such a lot of sick, sidetracked, burnt dog, land-poor sharks as the here present people of Sand City, upon which town may God have mercy.
Just be patient and don't worry. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Oh, you're a hard one, but I know that you got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you can hurt you somehow.
Peace up, A-Town down. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Usher. Let's go. Let's go. In the club with my homies, trying to get a little VI. Keep it down on the low key. You should know how it feels. I saw the shorty, she was checking it for me. From the game, she was sitting in my ear. You would think that she knew me.